Bunch of luck! Today we are making something super special. I am so excited to give it a try. I had a request to make this, so let me tell you what it is. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're making Minecraft Sword Brownie Bites. We're gonna make this into brownies. They're gonna be so yummy. So today we will be needing a mixer, a mixing bowl, brownie mix, a 1/4 cup of water, 2/3 oil, 2 eggs, a 13 by 9 pan, cooking spray, square cookie cutters, black chocolate melts, white chocolate melts, and way back there is the brown chocolate melts. We will need 2 cookie sheets, 4 forks, 4 spoons, 4 bowls, some wax paper, and I made this little cardboard cutout and covered it with foil to place our brownies on. So let's get lucky. Okay, take your brownie mix and dump it in your bowl. Aww. Your oil, water, 2 eggs. That was easy. Now we're gonna mix it up. All right, all mixed up. And now we just need to put them in the pan. Don't forget to spray. And just throw it in. Get it all into the corners here. Woo! Okay, we are gonna put this in the oven at about 350 for about 25 minutes. After it cools, I am going to throw this in the fridge just for a little bit, just to get it a little bit harder so that when we put the cookie cutter in it doesn't just crumble, because you know brownies are just so moist and yummy. So I want to make sure that they're a little bit harder so they don't fall apart when we cut them. So I will see you after it cools and refrigerates for about 5 minutes. All right? All right, we are back. We have our brownies nice and cooled off. So we're gonna take them out and put them on a cutting board and start making some squares. Came right out, nice and clean. So let's take one of our cookie sheets. We're gonna put wax paper on it just to protect it. Perfect. I got these over at Michael's the other day. I will put a link down below so you can get some for yourself. There's multiple squares in here of different sizes, and we're gonna use 3 different sizes. So I'm gonna take my sword here and figure out which sizes we can use. We're gonna make it just about the same size, actually. So here's the smallest one in there is gonna be the little squares. We'll do the largest size for the big handle, and then one of the medium ones for the 2-sided handles. See? Fancy schmancy. I also printed this off. I will put the link down below also, so we just have a reference of how many squares of each color we need and all that good stuff. So I tallied it all up and we will go from there. So let's start cutting. Maybe we should do the big one first just to get the nice corner. Beautiful. Okay, so out of this we can actually get 2 more little squares, because that square and that square needs to come out of it. You have to squish it as much as you can. And we don't need this top corner. We need 1 more big square. We got this one done, so we need the top one done also. Get another nice corner here. And we're actually gonna get 4 little squares out of here also, because we only need the little V there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We also have our V for the top of the sword. So now we will also need 2 medium. We have our 2 mediums for the end of the handles, and we can cut 1 square out of one of the corners. I forgot to tell you guys to get a knife, because we're gonna have to cut out the rectangles. We need 6 rectangles. We're gonna go ahead and do that, because then after that, it's all squares from there. So I'm just gonna take my little square and kind of just measure out for a rectangle. So we would need to obviously double this size so it can fit amongst all the others. Okay, now we got 6 of those, so now just go crazy. Keep making squares. Square, square, square. So we need 54 total squares, and out of all of our little pieces we just made, looks like 8 of them. So 54 minus 8 equals, so we need 46 more. Push down, pop them out. All right, so I have all my squares cut. It didn't take as long as I thought it would. So we have all of these pieces. There's the top, the bottom of the handle, the sides of the handles, the 6 rectangles, and all the squares. I went ahead and made a few extra squares just in case they kind of fall apart when we dip them in the candy. Right now, I am going to throw this in the freezer for a few minutes just to harden them up a little bit again, because they did obviously soften up as we worked with it. So I think I might actually start off with the brown melts, because we only need 3 of those, so we can test it out and see how it works, okay? Take some brown melts, woohoo, a bowl, and a spoon. So we don't need that many, so do not make the whole bag and do not waste the whole bag, because you can use them for other things. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in a bowl, throw it in the microwave while this is in the freezer, and I'll be back. You do wanna get enough in your bowl so that they can actually dip all the way in, and you can always spoon it on top of it or whatever. So that's about as much as I'm gonna use. So we'll see if that works. I'm back, so I have my brownies out of the freezer. They hardened up a little bit. I have my melted candy melts for the brown. So we kind of have to act a little quickly because the candy melts can harden. So we need 3 brown squares. So we're gonna take our first square, and we have our 4. We're gonna dip it in, roll it around a little bit, let it drip off just a little bit. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Shake it off, shake it off. Because we wanna keep their shape. So we wanna shake off as much as we can. Place it on our wax paper. There's one. We got our 3 browns, that was it. Now we move on to our next color. So let's see, what do we want to do next? Why don't we do the black? That way we can get all the big ones done. So I'm gonna grab a bowl, my black candy melts, and another spoon. I'll go microwave this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my black. I already dipped in the bottom of the handle and the top of the sword. So we are just moving right along, dipping and scooping. Okay, so we have our end for the handle. We're gonna dip it in, flip it, get all those edges. There's a weird bubble right there. There we go. All right, let it drip off. And we need 4 rectangles for the black. Just keep dipping. So we need 22 black squares. So I'm gonna set aside 22 so I know when I hit the number. Let's do it. Okay, so I have all my black dipped and done. It ended up using the whole bag, so I'm glad I got another bag so we can make our gray. But in the meantime, I am going to touch these up just a little bit. Any ones that are just a little bit funky on top, I'm gonna put wax paper on top and press down before they dry. Make sure they're just about dry before you do this, or else you're gonna take all of it off. Now we can do our white and then we'll do our gray. So here we go again. I got my bowl, my spoon, and my white candy melts, my bright white candy melts, and I will be right back with it all melted. So I'm back with my melted white. We need 16 white squares. So let's set those aside so we know when we're done. Let's get dipping. Shake it, 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 shake it. Going good. So now that we have our whites all dipped, I'm going to make a little bit of gray and gonna mix it into the leftover white here with a little bit of black. I'm gonna melt it separately. You do not want to burn your chocolate, so melt this in a separate bowl and kind of mix it together gradually so you can get that perfect gray color. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, so I concocted a little gray here that looks awesome. So we need 2 gray rectangles and 13 gray squares. So let's start dipping. Okay, we got the gray all done. It's looking good. We have a few extras because none of them fell apart. Yay, us! I'm gonna throw it in the freezer for about 10 minutes. When everything gets all nice and hard, I will come back here and show you how to put it together. Make our sword. I am so excited. It's gonna be awesome! We have all of our pieces out of the freezer, so we're gonna start constructing our sword. So excited. So I think I would like to start at well, either the top or bottom, right? So let's start at the bottom. Take our bottom piece, and you see there was drippings, so we're just gonna break those suckers off. In the center, we need a little gray one. Let's find the smallest one that can fit in that little box. Chip it away a little bit. So we're just gonna cut the edges off of this one so it'll fit right in there. See? Looks awesome. This is gonna be so cool. So I've decided that these suckers are probably pretty slippery on the bottom. I would like to put a little bit of icing on the bottom of these suckers so they glue right to the board. So I threw just a little bit of icing in one of these in a Ziploc bag, and I'm just gonna cut off the end and just kind of dollop a little bit on the bottom so they stick. So we have the bottom piece that we put together. Whoop. So we're just gonna squeeze a little bit of icing glue and place it. Beautiful. Okay, next we need the brown, the black surrounding it. Okay, we need a gray right at the top. Got the bottom of our handle done. That was easy. Let's keep going on that handle. So we need a rectangle, gray rectangle, and a stack on top of each other. Another black rectangle, gray, black square, in the end. That's one side. God, this is looking awesome. That is looking awesome. We got our completed handle here. So now all we have to do is the blade and we will be good. So let me get sticking. So we need to do gray all the way up, and then the white all the way around it, and then the black all the way around it, and that's it. This is gonna be so awesome. Perfect. All right, let's start around with the whites. Looking good. Okay, now all we have to do is wrap around with the black. That's it. Okay, so there it is. We stuck all our pieces on. It looks so awesome. I love it. It came out fantastic. We definitely made this into brownies. All right, guys, so you can actually make this with any sword that you like. You just change the colors around a little bit and it'll be super awesome. I mean, look how cool that is. And then everybody can just pick off one and pop it in their mouth. It is so yummy. I think we got lucky. I just want to say thanks for watching. And if there's anything you want to see, just let me know. As always, if you loved it, like it, subscribe to it, and share it. Thanks, guys. Mwah.